Hello, I'm back. If you missed my live that started at 11:11 Eastern, I would suggest that after this video, if you've got time, go watch that, do the exercise. If not, make sure you make a note and get it done before the 31st, okay? If you do it after, it's all good, but there's a portal open right now. It's really big. A lot's happening. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and bless while we get more people here. Can you guys hear me? Just like make sure. I don't know why I told you. For some reason, I get like really weird about this mic. I just want to make sure it's actually hooked up. So if someone will just say yes, that would be dope. Okay, awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Nope. All right. Start over here. Jumpy, jumpy. Oh my. Okay. Four of Cups. Oh my gosh. I'm freaking excited right now. Oh my gosh. Look, 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 look. Oh my gosh. What? How did that? Okay, this is weird. Hold on really quick. Oh, that's weird. I've got some cards in reverse and I don't know how that happened. Oh, this is weird. Okay, sorry. That's weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm freaking out. Look at the 3D energy for the DM. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. 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 Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Look, 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 look. Oh. Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. Ooh, I'm so excited right now. I just can't feel this. Okay. All right. Okay. So here's what I'm getting. Here's what I'm getting. Here's what I'm getting. And some of you are going to have to just come back and rewatch the first few minutes to see the energies if you don't see what I saw, but you're going to see it if you missed it. There's a movement happening. Divine is sending the energy of discomfort. Divine is placing upon all of us a feeling of, I don't like this. I don't like how I feel. I don't like how things are going. I don't like this at all. And it's the best thing that's ever happened to us. You know, it's a 4-year, right? You want to know how you make sure that the next decade of your life is different? You do something different right now. Everyone is being brought to a space to do something different now. Man, I'm freaking out right now. Then I get the sense that the way we're receiving it in the spirit is to say, okay, well, what do I like? I've spent so much time focusing on what I don't want, what I don't need, what I don't like. Why don't I take a second to just say what is worth celebrating? What is worth being happy about? And I have a distinct feeling that divine sends this energy, and the divine masculine, right in line. Three of Swords in reverse. Unbreak my heart. The divine masculine, you saw that Queen of Cups show up. You saw that Ace of Pentacles. The divine masculine is starting to realize that you are the opportunity they have been missing. You are the missing link, the missing piece that you've known all along. You've been trying to tell us. You've been trying to tell me, but I didn't listen. You've known all along. You were right. The divine masculine is right in line with divine. But before they can celebrate, they have to get that final sword out of their heart. This is dope. This is so dope. I added the divine feminine deck. I'm just probably going to pull one card for this. But I felt that it was important for us to understand where we fit into the energy. And look at that. Number 2. 2 of Cups, no less. I'm just saying. Divine feminine, 4, 3, 2 of Cups. What's next? Ace of Cups. The offer is next. But see, first, someone had to be willing to take the cup. Someone had to be willing to say, fine, I'll take it. Give it to me. This is about to go crazy. This reading's about to freaking be crazy. I can already feel it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Divine feminine, I really do get the sense that a lot of you are finally stepping into your purpose. Some of you don't even realize it. Some of you don't even realize that the work that you needed to do on your ego that you've been doing, see, you thought what was going to happen is first you had to work on your ego, and then you could go over here and start to work on your light work. You didn't realize that in the first stage, the very first moment where you began to combat your ego, hand-to-hand combat, let's do this, you had already begun. You're already on it. You don't even know. But let's. Did you notice he started off with 10-10, that 20 energy? You guys, I've been trying for so long to express this, and everyone keeps saying, oh, just throw the whole month of January away. No, fools. Stop that right now. Stop that silly, haha. I don't know what it is about our society, but we think that being ridiculous is so fun now. Stop being ridiculous. Stop letting yourself get distracted. Why is this happening now? Why is it happening now? Down to the virus, down to the fires, down to every single thing that has happened, that has come to this fullness, down to what happened with Kobe Bryant. Why now? Divine timing is at work in every single person's life, even yours, right now. Your divine masculine is finally paying attention. That's why it happened. That's why. Grace. You're going to get in trouble. I'm sorry I called you fools, for those of you who did feel offended by that. Sometimes my big sister energy comes out and I be like, come on, fool. Stop playing. All right. Whoa, that was weird. to me. This one, please. Alrighty. I'm going to move this down. If you get motion sickness, please close your eyes. All right, so hello, it's me, Fiery Grace the Gifted. We are in the middle of a Divine Masculine Insights reading. This is going to be for the entire collective. Whoa, what? Okay. There are some of you who need to know how to support your Divine Masculine emotionally right now, even if it's from afar. That will be addressed here, okay? All right. So we're in the middle of a Divine Masculine Insights reading, and we're going to look at basically how January 2020 has shifted them, okay? How from the beginning of this month, a lot of them were already feeling really crazy. They were feeling like, a lot of them were feeling like they were getting older. You know, there was something about this year that triggered them. There's just a lot that's been happening already, just from January 1st happening. Just January 1st being the new date, they looked and they had to write 2020 instead of 2019, and something, they were like messed up about that. But now, after everything has played out the way that it has, now where are they? Let's find out. First thing we need to know is what the move of divine has been. Now we know that it's been about making us uncomfortable, right? We saw that Four of Cups energy that said, hey, listen, I want you to look at your life and recognize that there are things that you just don't care about, just don't like, just don't want, just don't need, and yet you keep sitting there. You're thinking that something's wrong with you because you're not happy. You feel crazy because you feel like you got to get up and change something, but everyone is going to just tell you you're crazy, so Look, this was on purpose. There was no accident. Divine sent the energy and said, everyone needs to feel like their ground has been pulled out from under their feet. That's how they need to feel right now. That's the only thing that is going to shake this world up. Hold on, what? Okay, it's the year of the rat. What about it? Rats can survive. I thought that was roaches. Can rats survive the apocalypse too? I thought that was just roaches. Okay, so I'm hearing... I guess the point of this is to say that even if our whole world came crashing down this year, that we need to know we're going to survive. We need to understand that. We need to understand that no matter what happens in 2020, that everything that happens in 2020 is meant to make 2021 the year that it's going to be. I don't think that this is talking about union and no, I think this is talking about on a grand scale. Not just our little puny lives that we're all stressed out about. This is on a grand scale. There's a lot that's going to happen this year, but it's going to make the next decade count. And it's again, I am sensing a lot of apocalyptic energy coming in, but that's why it happened in the year of the rat. Rats can survive, even in the sewers. Okay. So I don't know why that needed to be said. Let's see. Oh, here first. Okay. Okay, interesting. The Four of Cups energy is being translated as Nine of Cups because it's saying, all right, well, you've spent so much time talking about what you don't want. What do you want? Now that you've realized all this stuff is wrong, it's time to turn around and say, what is it that you do prefer? What is it that you do like? What is it that you do need? What is it that you would love to do in the future and who you'd like to become? Yeah. See, this isn't about 10 of Cups. This is about 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups is beautiful. But if someone said to me, would you prefer the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles? I'm going to take the 10 of Pentacles because 10 of Cups energy is already in here. I can have the 10 of Cups energy in full with this card in addition to the Pentacles energy, the prosperity, the magic, the mysticism, the awakening, the spiritual life. Last year was helping us see what we didn't like. This year is helping us see what we do want. And it's also showing us where resources are scarce. And, it's like you finally realizing that you only have one earth or one body or whatever, and you've got to take care of it. It's you looking and going, oh no, I've known my whole life that I should not let the water run when I brush my teeth because Barney taught me, but I still do it. I still take too long of a shower. I still do all this stuff I know I don't want. And now that I've decided that I'm going to stop for real and become this conservationalist and all this, I look around my world and I realize, oh my gosh, it's all falling apart. Light workers are having the blindfold pulled off right now. And it's a lot, okay? But you can handle this. So what is the move? What is the reason why January has been like this? What was the point of it? Oh yeah, I saw this. Okay. To let you know you're ready. To let you know that you, if not now, then when? If not me and you, then who's going to do it? It's to let you know it's time. You feel like this and you're looking around and you're saying, what's missing? What's going to take me from 9 to 10? You. It's you. Hello. You have the resources. And if you don't, you can manifest them. Isn't it funny that I just did a freaking manifestation video? And I think that was the last one I did the other day too. It's telling you that if you want magic, to recognize the magic that's already in the world. It's telling you you can handle this. You can do this. Use the storm to your advantage. It's Dr. Frankenstein. It's like a lot of people think that the monster came to life and scared. Dr. Frankenstein wanted to make the monster. What are you talking about? He purposely used the power of the storm to create and then said, it's alive. He used something scary to make something powerful. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. All right. So we've got this God moving energy thing happening. Okay, cool. We're understanding. We're seeing that the reason why we're being shown, I think also the things about life that hurt us. Okay. Everything that happened this weekend, I think showed a lot of divine masculines that you could have all the money in the world and it wouldn't matter. You can have the most beautiful family. Nothing really matters. And yet it all matters. And it's time to stop wasting it. A lot of people woke up on Monday morning and thought to themselves, wow, Kobe was only 41. Some of them are older than that. And they're saying, oh my gosh, I've done nothing with my life. Some of them are younger than that. And they're saying, I've only got 20 years to outshine that guy. And I may never be able to do it. There's a lot that's happening. And there's a lot of you who are like, oh, my DM's not even into sports. It doesn't matter. That rocked our world, the entire world. Everyone knows that man's name. And if they don't, looking into the faces of the people who do is breaking them. There's something really big about this happening. And I think it was because his daughter was involved. Your DM was impacted by it, whether it was direct or indirect. It happened. It happened. So all this energy is pouring in. Oh my God. The cloak of death. Oh my God. And it's the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Oh my freaking freak. Fracking is bad. And okay. All right. I'm just trying to distract myself because I'm not going to cry. And I'm not freaking crying. The change has come. The energy, I've been trying to explain to you guys that there is this portal that opened up around the 20th or the 21st. The 23rd brought about some major completions. And as we end this month by the 31st, what was not meant to come into 2020, it's gone. It's gone. But what was needed for 2020 will also be available. You want to know what Kobe Bryant in his leaving 2020 has offered 2020 and beyond? The energy of excellence, the push to strive for greater. It's no joke. Now, the energy has come through. We see wishes. We see all these cups. There's lots of emotions. The energy has come through. It says, what do you want from life? And it's realizing that there's nothing that's really been worth celebrating when we look back. A lot of us are having these new awakenings, so much so that we're like, man, I thought I knew. And I talked about this a little, like maybe about 6 months ago. I said there are a lot of divine feminines that spent so much time focusing on how their divine masculine was going to change that they didn't actually realize that they were going to change too. They thought, okay, I've awakened, I'm awake now, and this is who I'm going to be for the rest of my life, not realizing that God is not so limited that you're ever going to be sitting in one space for very long. So the divine feminines are also coming into who they are now. There's a lot happening. But my point in saying all that is this. Right now there's an energy of mourning. However, there's also an energy of, I still have to keep going. I can't be here very long. And now I have to realize that focusing on what I don't want and don't like and all that is just keeping me stuck. It's time to focus on what still stands. It's time to focus on the time I have left. It's time for the Two of Cups. It's time for me to commit. It's time for me to have something that's worth coming home to, worth living for. It's time. Oh my gosh. What energy? Oh my gosh. All right, but let's check on this. So this energy counts for the divine masculine, right? However, there is some feminine energy in this, which is why I decided to use the 5D deck instead of the 3D deck to ask these questions. The first thing is, how does the divine masculine feel about the feminine now? This is also going to give us some insight into how they used to feel versus how they feel now. And again, this reading is very much focused upon all the things that have transpired this month that have brought about such a massive shift. Okay, including what happened this weekend, including everything. I mean, everything you can think of. Is that too? Yep, that too. That and that. Yep. All of these things have shifted the way they feel about you. So, okay. We've got 7 energy. So we're seeing the path. I also see 7 of Cups as being the kind of that like shock. I also see the 7 of Cups as being what's required before the 10 of Cups, right? Where did that rainbow come from? Where does that rainbow in the 10 of Cups come from, people? What happens? What has to happen? What has to be in the air in order for a rainbow to appear? There has to be moisture in the air. And most of the time, it has to have rained, and maybe even rained a lot. The divine masculine is standing in the midst of a storm right now, and the first thing on his mind is you. The first thing on his or her is you. I'm sensing that they are recognizing that their path, the reason why their walk has been so stilted and they've just felt so like, I don't know, maybe back vote for it, can't fit there, is because the way that they've been moving on their path has been... Have you ever been running forward and but been looking back? It slows you down. You either run forward or you need to just turn around and run backwards so that you can see behind you and still be moving. But then you're going to, you know what I mean? It's like the divine masculine has been doing everything they can to endeavor and journey away from the divine feminine. Not really. I think the divine feminine just kind of stood for that. The beginning of that journey they didn't really want to go down because they knew it was like time to be too serious. Whereas now they're saying, oh my gosh, not only is my divine feminine, you know, the gateway and the opening to the path, but my divine feminine is everything. The opening to everything I am, everything I'm ever going to be. And I ran on one side because I was intimidated by that. I ran on one side because I knew I didn't want to pursue that yet. I ran on one side because that was way too intense for me, but now I regret it. The way they feel about you now is, and I don't want to call you an opportunity, but you're the missing piece. And they're shocked. They're very shocked. To me, what this says is the way they used to feel before all this started happening and before this month of this year just changed everything. Before that, you were kind of just, I don't know I'm trying to find the opposite of shock, because what I'm sensing is someone who's kind of just like, that's just so-and-so. They'll always be there. Now it's, oh my gosh, I have to live a life worth living. I have to be a better person for that person. Like, they're incredible. They're amazing. They're everything I'm ever going to need. What have I done? I mean, they used to look at you and you were just another thing in their life that they didn't understand. And now they see you and they realize you're everything. You're the key. They used to look at you and you were almost like a block. They would say, okay, I want to pursue this certain thing. And you would say, okay, totally, let's go. And they're like, no, I want to do it by myself. And you're like, I don't know if you can. Not to say they cannot actually do it, but are they allowed to pursue that life without you? No, they're not. It's not written that way. And so you tried to come in and say, listen, I think that we have to do this together. And they were like, nah, because that means I got to be, faithful to you or monogamous, or I have to, leave these other things behind or whatever. I got to, block all these fears and doubts and, I can't do it my way. And then they thought that since you were the opening and the gatekeeper, they were going to have to do it your way. Not knowing that even if you tried to control it, you can't either. There's so much here. You're everything. I think they're more shocked now that they missed it. There's a lot of regrets in this energy. There's so much emotion in this reading. I'm doing my best to just stay like really flat because this is deep regret. And this is a recognition that their sensitivity to the whole idea of boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 relationships, partnerships, that whole just foolish, childish nature and approach that they had to the whole idea of having a bond with someone has stopped them from doing everything else. So for so long, they blamed you, and now they're having to assess their life and go, oh, snap, this was my fault. This was all on me. In fact, I need to apologize because I've been treating this person as if they're the reason why I never achieved what I was supposed to achieve, when they've literally been waiting for me so they could achieve what they're supposed to achieve. This is heavy, 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 heavy. But this is still them being on the right path towards their soul mission, towards their life purpose. I don't know if they know that though. I think right now their thought process is, what have I done? I've pushed away the one person who would love me to the end. I've walked away from the one person who understood everything I was, and I took them for granted because they were so great. I just figured they would always be standing there. Remember, this is a twin flame in trouble card. There's only 3 cards in the deck where I see this image of the 2 cups or the 2 swords standing kind of in the background, even though the focus is on something else. That's the back burner. These are good cards to see. Those 2 5s and that 7, because what they do is they say, hey, for a long time, we were avoiding the truth that there was some trouble here. Now we're focusing on the back burner situation. We're being brought up to speed to understand why that was happening. And the other individual who may have put us on the back burner is now being shown the path that they could have been on had they focused on the right thing. So how they feel, what they're like, not really feeling, I think more so thinking about you. I get the sense of, what have I done? I'm sorry. I wish that I had paid closer attention. And again, this is not just because it's you. This is also because it's impacting their life. All this blame they've put on you about you coming in and kind of knocking them off course of what they thought they were supposed to be doing. They're finally seeing now, wow, actually my divine feminine knocked me on course. And I've been fighting it ever since. All right, let's keep going. The way they feel. Oh my gosh. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day. Bring my wings and fly away. Look, the divine masculine, that was R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly. The divine masculines, they get it now. This is they're thinking about last year. This was last year's card. Last year for twin flames was the year of the Tower in reverse. Divine masculine finally gets it. They feel it. They feel it in everything they are, and they feel foolish. They looked at the divine feminine and said, you came into my life and you turned my whole world upside down, and you made me lose out on so many chances and opportunities I had to do what I really wanted to do. How could you? Not realizing, honey, none of that was going to take you anywhere. None of that was really helping you. What are you talking about? You notice that this is 16, but that's still 7 energy. They're really, really focused on the divine feminine in the path right now, which is probably why we had so much 11 energy in the reading of the energy. Because when someone like Kobe Bryant passes away so abruptly, so young, when he had a whole second act of his life to live, and you haven't even lived your first life, it hits home, it hits hard. The divine masculines for so long looked at the divine feminine and felt like every time you come into my life, you ruin what I'm trying to do. And now they've looked back and said, oh my gosh, everything that this person ruined was meant to be gone. And everything that this person catalyzed into action was what I really needed. They begrudged you this truth for so long, but now they understand. Everything that has happened is starting to make sense because for the first time, they stopped and thought about it. See, they had to get shocked. They had to have a moment that says, just stop. Isn't it funny? We've got the magician pulling down the energy, right, into their wand. Okay. We've got this storm of them realizing, oh, snap, it worked. We've got this storm, the tower. We've got the I even talked about Frankenstein. These are fast, rapid, emotional, energetic shifts, mental shifts, blockages being completely destroyed. This is huge. You've been wondering what's going on. You've been wondering why you're feeling stagnant. You've been wondering why you've been feeling so emotional. You knew this was coming. You just didn't know it was coming. You knew this was shifting. You just didn't know why. You didn't know to what end. And none of us would ever hope something bad would happen to anyone to help anyone else. But Kobe Bryant died for all of us. It sounds crazy. I'm not saying he's Jesus or any kind of, equating him to that. But what I'm telling you is, at least in America, we are shook up right now. We got all this stuff going on, all these things, petty arguments and Trump and politics and supporting this and what do we do? And we got all this stuff, all these award shows. We got all this just junk. And all of a sudden, snapped out of it. All of a sudden, it's time to go. It's time to look at your life and ask yourself, are you really happy? If you died tomorrow, would you be okay? Would you be okay with that? Did you leave a legacy? Did you do anything? Have you ever done anything ever? Are you okay with being that person? No. All of us got shocked. But the divine feminine, I think some of you might have been very hurt this weekend. Very hurt by a lot of stuff that's happened this month because we felt it coming. We didn't know it was going to be anybody. We just felt heavy for some reason. And we thought that when we got into 2020, that was going to be gone. We thought 2019 would, no. Lightworkers have to recognize that there will always be ups and downs. And our job is to try to do our best to stay right there in the middle, stay smooth, to be okay with having to go down because maybe we got to get somebody to go up here. Maybe we got to learn something. And then, okay, try to stay right here in the middle. This is a big month, but it is setting us up for an incredible year. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. The divine masculine has looked at you and realized you are their wings. You are their energy. You are their flow. You are so much to them, and they did not know it at first. Now they look at you and they say, my God, what have I done? I want more. I need more in my life. I need to be better. I need to be stronger. I need to be faster. I need to go. I can't just sit here anymore feeling powerless for no reason. I need it. And the only person who's ever made me feel on fire was you. All along, it's been you. So, I mean, straight up, the way they used to feel is not the best. But the way they feel now, it's also very heavy. Because this is, to me, very close to the Chariot. And this is saying, I'm going back. That's Lion King. When the lion, when Simba goes back to Pride Rock, that's that moment. I'm going back. And he just races across and he's gone. No thought, no nothing. Just, I need it. I have to go. Some of you have divine masculines who are King of Pentacles, like I do. And you still might not be in union tomorrow because that person still is going to believe that they have to do something before they can come into your life. But now they're going to start working towards building the kingdom that they want to invite you into. So whether this means union happens tomorrow or not is irrelevant. They're moving. It's happening. You cannot stop this train. Okay? So what is it? What is their hope? Moving forward, looking forward, now that this has happened, they've taken a couple days to let this rest on their soul, to feel things out. What do they see is coming next? Jesus. Communication. Communication. I would not be surprised if even me, my divine masculine comes and says something to me that's crazy. I would not be surprised if Mr. Lightwork says something to me that just blows my heart away. Just, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. Wow. I would not be surprised. I say that because some people are married or in boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever, in some sort of partnership, bond, relationship already with their twin. Some of them are already together. Some of you, again, this is just literally going to mean they finally reach out. They finally send that message. They finally unblock you because they want to check you out, But for some of you, this is going to mean someone that's already in your life finally comes through and they say that thing that needed to be said to finally bring you guys to victory. Look at this. 1771. And remember, we have the star. Keep going, Grace. This is what they want. This is what they hope. This is what they need. This is what they want to offer you. They want to offer you victory. This is the power of force. And to me, this is when I say that, I mean like the force, like Star Wars, it's that energetic, just fluid movement that never dies. Just it's the 14. It's the temperance card. I can't even, can you guys hear me? Like, blah, 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 right now. So, whew. They want to talk. Some of them are not going to reach out right away because they are so emotional. This is why I didn't do this reading yesterday or the day before. I would have cried. I would have been sobbing. They needed time, you guys. Some of them still need time because they're so unemotional, or they've been so, anti-emotions that just having emotions at this point is driving them nuts. Just coming to terms with what this means, they don't understand. They don't know how they feel. They don't get it. So some of them, it's not going to be, some of you already got contacted. Don't worry, I've been getting messages. I already know. But some of you are going to start to see those conversations flow, and it's going to be very tentative. And you're going to feel the same way because after everything that's happened, you already know if you're feeling like that, they're going to be, so you're going to be real sensitive. You're not going to know how to handle it. That's okay. Take everything one moment, one interaction, one day at a time. But you're going to be getting contacted. Some of you have already been having, I've heard a couple people talking about the dreams that they've had the past couple nights. I know, it's a lot, babe. I get it. But they're bursting at the seams, thinking about you, feeling everything all at once, and realizing that you are the only place that they feel home. The only place they feel safe. I get now why we had the Page of Swords in reverse. And even the Tower came out in reverse. That's so random. You guys know I keep my cards upright, and somehow they got reversed. I wonder, you know what? Mr. Lightwork was playing around with my deck today. I wonder if I don't know why. It was funny because I was doing something in the kitchen and I looked over at him and I was like, what you doing? And he put it down. Nothing. And I was like, that dude is picking up tarot cards. I think he wanted to do tarot, but I didn't say nothing. I left him alone. But that's interesting that he touched the deck. He never messes with my decks, but he did today. That's weird. Sorry, focus, Grace. What was the point? Yeah, I'll keep going. I do get the sense that there's something that they need to share that goes beyond the typical stuff that you want to hear, which is why some of you are still going to have to wait a couple days for them to work up the nerve or to even understand what it is that they need to say. All right. How is it? Because this is 5D energy. This is 5D. Like, this is divine, and then this is like us. But this is just them. So you might actually be feeling this too. You probably sense the communication is coming. You probably already understand how they're feeling. You probably sense that Chariot energy as well. But this is where they are in the 3D, what their next move is, and it's really what their next move is based on how they feel about you. But let's look here. Oh my. I don't know if you guys hear, there's something going on outside my apartment. I have no idea. I think God is very, very purposefully getting me to move. My downstairs neighbors that have moved in the past couple months, they're just ridiculously loud. My neighbor across the way, he's actually a really good neighbor, but every so often he just is really, really loud. And they're also doing construction on my entire apartment complex. And for some reason, they've allowed the construction crew to play music that you could hear outside the complex. It's insane. So pay attention to the signs, you guys. It's funny. We got the discerning queen here and my neighbors out here. Maybe this is God just trying to give me a message. My bad. I probably shouldn't have continue that. But my point in saying all that is, even now, there's things that have to happen and have to shift. My lease isn't even up until July or August or something like that. And yet it's like, nope, no more. You got to start being ready to go. The messages are coming. Everything's coming in clear. And I probably have something really important that I need to be able to do by, this time next year. And if I stay here, I'm going to ruin it. What messages have you been getting lately? What are the things that you're still holding on to? I'm still holding on to my apartment that I know I've had to change my entire life just to live here and be able to do this business because of stuff like that. It's another story. I hope you guys can't hear it because it's like really bad. It's like he's dragging something down the step, one step at a time. So here's the energy of the divine masculine in the 3D. This is saying, once this comes through, I now have to be objective. I now have to be focused. I can no longer sit here and wait and just think about things. It's time to move, and it's time to do so in a way that pushes me forward. Why am I very intrigued by seeing the Queen of Swords here? Because we have the Ace of Swords. They want to talk to you, but they've got to figure out how to use it. We had the Page of Swords in reverse, which means that for a long time, they didn't have the confidence. They felt very insecure coming forward and speaking to you about certain things. But now we're seeing these swords energies with all this complex, painful cups energy. It's just making me feel very strongly that they're finally getting the boost that they need to reach out and help themselves for once. That's, I think, the Queen of Swords energy that's coming through. They're starting to see their perception is shifting and they're realizing, oh my gosh, this is on me. all the things that I was afraid to do, that I was trying to blame on my divine feminine, it was all on me. So we see them shifting. So they're getting this energy of the Queen of Swords, of being more direct in their own life and doing what needs to be done. But what is it that they're doing when it comes down to you? Now that they're using their discernment, now that things are shifting, now that they're feeling the feeling so strongly that they need to tell you and talk to you. And some of them don't even have anything in particular to say. They just need to talk to you so bad. They just need you. They can't even help it. But let's see, what is this about? Wow. This is dope. Okay. First of all, if you have not yet seen the Twin Flame contract reading, you need to look up Fiery Grace Twin Flame contract. There are 2 videos that you should watch. There's the 90-minute, it's long, contract reading. It is extensive. It is life-changing. You don't even have to get a personal. The personal one, obviously it's personal, so it's going to be a lot more direct. But from what I've heard, even watching the general Twin Flame reading is fantastic. And you also should watch the reading or the video that says what it is, what it isn't, and why we have one at all. Now, back to this card. The Twin Flame contract discusses the whole unified flame. Like if all of us were, okay, again, using numbers that other people use, I'm just applying labels and categories and stuff that I know we're all familiar with. A lot of people say, oh, there's 144,000 twin flames. We'll split that down the middle. If there was 72,000 divine feminines, 72,000 divine masculines, and they all came together and created a gigantic transformer twin flame, this is who we would be. Okay? Does that make sense? This is who we would be if we were all one being, one entity. We would be the 6 of Pentacles. Twin flames, and let me say this. The 6 of Cups to me is the way the divine feminine shows love, very pure. The divine masculine shows love actually through logic, which I think is very, very valuable. And that's this 6 of Pentacles to me is the way the divine masculine shows love. I think that the divine twins of this earth are here to bring about a new understanding of our gifts and how we use them with the intention of love backing it. I think that the divine masculines that we're looking at here, and again, I do get the sense that this is all, are finally considering who they are as a twin, finally considering who they need to be based on the gifting that they've received and the people who need them. And that is how they're helping the divine feminine. That is how they're getting closer to the divine feminine. They're finally acknowledging that they do have gifts. They do have time. They do have money. They do have whatever it is that they think they need or they think they lack that's stopping them from pursuing the life that they know they're supposed to be living. They now recognize it's right in front of them, and they just have to be more authentic in the way that they move, and they need to be more discerning in the way that they judge. How crazy is this? The Queen of Swords shows up, and then we get the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles has what? A scale. Okay, talking about being very quick on your feet and being able to perceive what is the right way to go, to discern the right thing to do is really important when you're going to go out and start using your gifts. Your divine masculine is getting closer and closer to you, and they're going through the light work. Now, Fiery Grace has been telling you guys and will continue to tell you that if you want to be in union, if you want to be a true twin flame, a true light worker, you need to start doing your job. We all have a different job. We all work for Twin Flame Corporate. Okay, just go with it. We all work for Twin Flame Corporate. And if you don't do your job, we waiting on you. Your divine masculine, it just clicked. And the divine masculines are not going through love. They're going through the work. Because our work is love. This is okay. This is not a bad thing. This is a beautiful thing. You want to find your divine masculine? You will find them in the streets doing their job. Okay, not really in the streets, but you will. You will find them out helping others. You will find them working in their light. So go do your damn job. I'm sorry. I'm getting spicy with you. But if you really want to know where your DM is, they are now officially out doing their damn job. Go do yours and you'll find them. Figure out what your light work is and get it going. Figure out who your constituents or your community is. The people who, when you were created with a purpose. I am an author. So when I create a book and I have a story and I say, okay, such and such character is going to go save these people over here. So in the same way that I wrote the story, I gave that character everything they needed to go save these people over here. Not only did I write about the main character, but I also wrote about the people who need the main character. So you have to figure out who was created. Who were you created for? And who was created for you? There is a partnership out there, a joint venture that you're trying to get into, but you're not doing any work. And if you are doing the work, do more work. Stop giving up. Stop getting mad. Thank you. Okay, moderators, there's a reason why you're here. You've got to learn how to work on the channel, okay? All right. If you don't want to be a moderator, because I really don't ask, I just like randomly make people be mods, then just tell me and I won't make you a moderator. But I feel like if you're here enough and you don't mind, could you just maybe make sure people are not being ridiculous? Because it's funny that when I have one of the most important, amazing messages ever come through, some idiot wants to come through and play around. You know what I mean? So, okay. Now, we're not worried about that because that's the whole point. People think they can distract us. There are situations out there that are meant to stop us, but if we focus on our light work, if we focus on our gifts, if we focus on what we know we were put here to do and believe that God says yes, then nothing can stop us. Literally nothing. The devil just thought, oh, let me go mess with these people and ha ha, hee hee. Guess what? It's still important for you to be a light worker and stay focused and do your damn job. It is. There's nothing you can do to stop what plan is in motion for you. Do you guys remember that book, Stranger Than Fiction? Sorry, movie, Stranger Than Fiction? If you've never seen it, it's spoiler alert. But in this movie, there's this guy who's like living his life and all of a sudden he hears this like narrator's voice in his head. And it turns out that this author who lived somewhere, a ways away, was writing a book and had tuned into his energy. And literally whatever she wrote happened to him or vice versa. Who knows? Ooh, spooky. And I'm bringing that up to say to you, someone already wrote your story. Someone already said, hey, there's people that this person has to go help. You just have to walk in it. And your creator has given you all the things that you're going to need in order to go help those people. But if you refuse to step into who you are because you think you got to wait on somebody, I just told you just now you have permission to go because this person is going out to find you. They think you're in your light work. So if you're not, you better go get into it. Do not continue to sit back and wait for your divine masculine because what just happened this past week has made them finally say, I am not waiting anymore for anyone. I got to go out and get my divine feminine. I cannot wait anymore. I've got to use my gifts. And I know that this is what my divine feminine would do. You see, a lot of you have shown your divine masculine the way, talked about things, encouraged them, shared stuff on social media that showed them, hey, I'm on this enlightenment journey. And then you came back here, sat down and said, okay, I'm gonna wait for them to catch up. But they already see you and they want to do what you're doing. So don't go sit down waiting on them because they're not looking over here for you and you're not looking over here for them and you guys are going to freaking pass each other and miss each other. Go do your work. They will meet you on the way. I promise. Okay. Now, a couple messages. This came out and then this came out. This is for that. So I'm gonna put that there. Okay. So here first. Okay. So here's what the divine feminine needs to do. Okay. Divine feminine, you need to put up a wall against all the things that do not belong in your kingdom anymore. And you need to know when to put the gates down to let other people in. You know what's funny? Let me tell you all something. I just looked. I didn't even know there's 200 something people here. I think this is the most people I've ever had on a video. Do you understand? Like, the devil is not a joke. And if it's not the devil, whatever you believe, like the darkness, the evil, the distractions, It's not a joke, you guys. The lady in the red dress is not a joke. What are the odds that on one of my most important messages and on the ones where the most people are here, some idiot shows up? Pay attention. Signs and syncs are not just to make you feel good in the moment. Pay attention. Now, wall up against anything that doesn't belong in your kingdom. Wall down for when something does enter and needs to come in. But at this point, it's time to barricade, fiery fortress. Some of you guys need to know this. I have a fiery fortress around my whole city. And I have a fiery fortress around me at all times. And it expands out. So I have like one fortress. I have an echoing fortress. I'm untouchable. Unless God says, yes, you cannot touch me. You need one of those. Put up your fiery fortress. Stop playing around. Your divine masculine will not even need you to lower the gate. He could walk, she could walk right in and right through it. Stop leaving yourself open to the ways of the enemy, to the darkness, to the all of that because you're waiting on your masculine. Go do your freaking job. Okay? Do your job. Please like this video if you like it, because I have a feeling that these last messages that are for the divine feminines, someone needs to pop in and hear this. They're probably going to pop right back out and never even be around, but please like this video so I can get to that person. What's back here? Wow. Wow. Put your damn wall up. Put it up. I'm serious. There is a storm present. You need to batten down the hatches. Is that how you say it? This is not a Florida hurricane where we have a hurricane party. This is a real one. Okay? There's a real storm. There's a real situation happening. Divine feminine, put your wall up. Your divine masculine will walk through that wall. I promise. There's nothing that's going to stop them. You need to pray up that fiery fortress around you. That might be a good meditation ritual for somebody. Just sit down and picture a fortress started right around you, a little circle. Cool. All right, now put another one. Don't expand it. Put another one. I'm talking about a moat with a bunch of trees around that, and then another moat, and then a bunch of trees around that, and then another moat. You see? Okay, fiery fortress expands. Now it's around my whole house. All right, cool. Now it's around my car. Okay, cool. Now it's around my divine masculine and me. All right, we got moving fortresses. Okay, now it expands out a little bit more to my neighborhood. All right, cool. For fiery fortress, I'm protected. All right, then I expand it again. That is why a lot of y'all don't know my real name means fiery grace, and my tagline has been since I figured that out. His grace reigns over me like fire. God's grace pours onto me in every moment like fiery flames. It is incredibly purifying. What's your thing? Put your wall up. God does not have the inability to walk through your wall or not. God can walk through. Your divine masculine can walk through. The only thing that should be able to get into your kingdom is what belongs. Put your fortress up. The storm has come, but your kingdom has everything it needs. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. You will weather this storm, and you will be the only kingdom that's left standing. You have built your house upon the rock, and therefore not even gale force winds can take you down. Be ready. Let's go. So divine feminine, here's your masculine. Oh, okay, sorry. Wait, before we do that, what is the message about this? Wow. Okay, now y'all, these holy oh God. Oh my God. Okay, y'all. These cards, I don't know if you could see when I was shuffling, but before I started, when I picked this deck up, these cards slid off. These were the cards that were in the back of the deck at the very beginning when the divine feminine had what? What was her card? Was it the Ace of Pentacles? The Two of Cups. These were what were in back. Look at this. I just want to make sure that you see that these cards, I believe that this is the message. This was what we started with the divine feminine. It was this and the 10 of Wands. And this is also what we started with in the 5D. It was this, the Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. This is the message. Okay, what's this about? Interesting. This is the only deck I have, and it's very random. I didn't know this until after I'd started using it, but this is my Divine Feminine deck. I literally picked it because it was pink, and I happen to have a blue deck. Judge not. And so this is the only deck I have where there's a Divine Feminine in the Ace of Swords. I believe that's the Queen of Swords because I can literally see she's got a freaking sword. Okay? What are the odds that in the deck where there is a Queen of Swords on the Ace of Swords, that this shows up and all that right now? This is not an accident. All this happened for a reason, and these cards wanted to be pulled out before I did anything else, just so we knew this message was not a joke. This is serious, but the message is here. I'm going to read this directly from the Angel Guidebook, which is actually this deck, but that's where I'm being led. It opened up to the moon, by the way. Ooh, Ace of Swords came out too, but that's not what I'm looking for. Thank you. All right. Significant abundance flows to you now. You may get a promotion, salary increase, or unexpected money. If you're starting a new business, the venture will likely succeed. I believe they're talking about your light work. The foundation for prosperity has been well laid. Hallelujah. Jesus is everything I need to know. God, you're good. You're beautiful. And I'm just in love with you. I'm completely in love. What did I just say? I said that your foundation, you built it on the rock. Not even gale force winds can knock you over. Your abundance is about to blow in like a fucking hurricane. Do you understand me? Put up the walls. Get yoked together. Stop waiting. Stop playing. Your DM's already on the move. Get it together. Can you imagine the DM showing up at your house right before the hurricane hits, thinking he's finally home and you have done nothing to prepare? Can you imagine that feeling of being able to trust your counterpart and you get there and they're saying, oh, I was waiting for you to show up and do it all. Let go of the bitterness that all these other readers and friends and society has got you thinking, oh, I've done all the work. I'm Chicken Little and no one helped me. So why should the DM get to eat the bread with me? They're your divine masculine. Stop letting these people play with you like that. Sorry, if you're new to my channel, sometimes it gets like this. Anyways, it's also a good time to make an investment. Consider any opportunities carefully. Get the f out of here. This is an investment card. You may soon receive some important legal documents, contracts, or correspondence. Receipt of a gift. Improving health, earning a degree, significant purchases, excellent luck. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents, or boop, contracts. Okay, final message from your divine masculine. What does your DM need you to know about what's going on, about where we're going, and about what you need to do next? What does your DM need you to know? Please, for the love of all good things, do not create a self-fulfilling prophecy trying to move too slow, too fast, running sideways, going this way, being scared, being too excited. Stand firm and be balanced, because I just left that energy. I just left, where was the divine masculine? 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. I just left there. Please do not go there looking for me. I am not there anymore. Please do not go there looking for me. I am not there anymore. I am at home. Come find me at home. I am headed home. Please wait for me there. Put up the fiery fortress. Make sure that no ego can stop us. It's up to you. I'm sending you a message from across the way, letting you know I'm coming home. Please don't mess this up, because you think I'm not coming home. I know I've disappointed you. I know I've hurt your feelings. I know you've been spending a lot of nights sleepless, wondering where I am, but I am finally ready for the adventure. Please put up the walls, get everything ready. The storm is coming. We will endure it. We will weather it well. We will be blessed. We will fly. We will have success. Please be prepared. Message in a bottle. Have you received it? Do you hear your divine masculine? It's time. It is not 2019 anymore. It is in 2020. God is taking everything out that doesn't belong, and everything that does is in divine order. It is now in motion. It is time to go. You have been ordained, consecrated, sanctified for this very moment. Get up and go. Get up and go. Get up and go. A karmic completion has occurred. Look at this. A karmic completion has occurred. We are shifting. Where we were, we are no longer. Where we're going, like we've never seen before. But we can do this. We've got this. No fear, no doubt, no question. What is your dream, Divine Feminine? I'm looking at my dreams. I need you to look at your dreams. And then I need you to make them happen. I will meet you in the middle. Let's do this. Let's go. Final message. There it is. Wow. The Chariot with the 3 of Swords underneath. Let's go. Let's go. Are you ready? Can we go now? I know I told you. Okay. You know what I just saw? This is what I just saw. I saw a divine masculine who got so, and hear me out. Listen. Stop it, because I already feel y'all pulling back. Listen up. I see a divine masculine who says, I'm going to tell my divine feminine that we need to leave at 7 because my divine feminine always takes too long getting ready. But I'm not actually going to be ready to go till 7:30. And the one time the divine feminine is finally ready on time, she going to turn to the divine masculine and say, I thought you said we were leaving at 7. And the divine masculine says, I just told you that because I wanted to make sure you were ready. And now you're looking at the divine masculine saying, are you kidding me? Am I really waiting on you? What the hell is this? You told me to be ready. I'm ready. Now you're not ready. What's all that petty, all that trickery, all that over, done. This is no longer a tricky game partnership. It's time to go. We have to be ready together. We have to go now. It's time to bug out. It's whatever it is that you're sensing right now. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. It is time to go. And I get the sense that the divine masculine is saying to you, please don't be mad if I'm trying to get you to be ready. I'm sorry. I know. It's like, I guess it was kind of flipped, I guess. It is flipped because I was seeing a typical situation is the divine feminine. You know, I'm seeing someone doing their hair and makeup and stuff. But I think it's the other way around here. The divine masculine is saying, listen, I know that you've always had to wait on me, but this time I'm actually ready. So don't tell me the wrong time. Don't try to trick me anymore. Don't try to manipulate the situation. I'm on time. I'm ready to go. I'm sorry I've always had you waiting before, but I'm not going to have you waiting this time. So let's do this. That was so random what I just saw. All right. So I'm really excited. I'm going to read this Chariot card and we're going to be out of here. By the way, for whoever made a donation, I really appreciate you guys. That's really sweet. I just noticed it, and I think that's nice. All right, ready? Congratulations! This card means you've successfully balanced a recently challenging situation. A challenging beginning is what this card stands for. Your ability to see both sides, take action, and make decisions has garnered you approval, respect, and gratitude. Your divine masculine approves of you, respects you, and is grateful to you. So bask in the joy of what you've accomplished. Stay calm and grounded. This is literally what I've been talking about. I told you I felt this energy the whole time. Be clear about what you're trying to achieve. It's important to show self-control, determination, and the willingness to go the distance at this time. Exercise control firmly but kindly with other people. Self-discipline, sheer willpower, a great leap forward, a promotion or award, travel, and modes of transportation. This is Metatron. And it just says increasing your motivation and energy levels so that you'll accomplish your priorities. And this is talking about warping time, and it enables you to instantly manifest your dreams into reality. There's that 1-7 energy again. It's time to shine, divine feminine. It's time to be the star. It's time to have faith. It's time to put that hope into action. It's time to be who you always knew you were meant to be. And it's time for your divine masculine to finally show up and rock it out. Let's do this. Let's do this. I know this reading was really intense. And, you know, I don't know why I always feel like I'm supposed to apologize. I'm a spicy person sometimes. Other times I'm super sweet. I cannot control what parts of my personality spirit uses to try to get the message over to you guys. Okay? I can't. But what I can do is tell you that I love you. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. I think that you're doing an amazing job. I think that you were on this reading and called to watch this for a reason. I think that of those of you who are here right now, there is something really, really important here for you. I think that you need to listen to the message in a bottle. I think you need to trust that your divine masculine is exactly who they're supposed to be, and that God loves you enough that no one's gonna toy with you and mess with you. And if you are looking back and that's how you feel that your union journey has been, it's probably because you're being toyed with by readers, friends, family members, in your own mind. That's the truth. It's time to step up. It's time to seize the day, seize the night, seize every opportunity you've got. The divine masculine is on it. Are you? Please like this video. Again, y'all know I don't be like, smash that subscriber, like this video, comment below. I don't do all that. But when there's a message that needs to get out, when we've got someone that comes in and tries to harass us in the middle of our reading, that never happens, and you guys know it. No one ever comes into my readings and messes with us, ever. Now's the time. Put up that fiery fortress. Stop playing around. You are way more valuable than you're allowing yourself to believe. Put up the fiery fortress. You are a 10 billion carat diamond and everyone's trying to steal you. Do you not understand? That's the darkness and the evil and the poo-poo yucky stuff that's trying to convince you that you don't need to put a fortress up, that your divine masculine can't get through. And no, stop it. Bind yourself up in all the good things that God has for you to have, and trust that no matter how much time you feel that you've wasted, no matter how much time you spent alone, nothing can separate you from the love that God has for you. Nothing can stop this train. And these divine masculines have been triggered into action. I called this how many times? And here it stands. Let's do this, you guys. No more playing around. No more joking around. We are all depending on each other. Do not be the weak link. Don't do it. Be the strong link. Be the one everyone knows they can count on you. Oh my gosh, look what's under this freaking Wheel of Fortune. You guys, I gotta go. This reading, I just feel like it'll keep going. It's incredible. I love you. I'm proud of you. I know you can handle this. I know you can do this. No surrender. No giving up. You are a freaking light worker. Start acting like it. I was about to leave on that note. No wonder God has me do this. Hi, I'm Fiery Grace. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, I know. This reading was a lot. If you're new, I promise there's a reason why there's this many people watching, even though I'm being mean and stuff. I'm really not always like this. I have a feeling when I rewatch this, I'm going to make myself cry. So if I made you cry, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. I'm going to cry later too, in full Cancer, okay? I'm an intuitive life strategist. I am not a tarot reader. I'm a prophet. I am not a psychic. I am a high priestess. So whatever line that might, delineate between this and that, my point is simply, I work for God. I work for the kingdom of Adonai. I am here to help you move forward in life, to be better, to be greater, to stand in who you are, to be the light worker you were always meant to be. If you're interested, join. If you're not, this reading was for you, and I hope that it was a blessing to you. For those of you who have decided to join the tribe, what's up? Missed you. Glad we made it. Glad we're here for such a time as this. Let's get it popping. You guys can join me on online stuff, social media. For those of you who are not really social media people, but you feel called to make a channel, just do it. I don't like social media at all. And look at me sharing all my social medias. So don't stop making excuses about what you don't like and don't want to do, because I don't want to be on YouTube. I put myself out there. I got all these creeps following me and stalking me and stuff. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't want that. So don't make that excuse anymore. You need to make a channel, go make it. I don't even care if it's a tarot channel. You're not competing with me and I'm not competing with you. We are not each other's competition. We are each other's support. Go do what you're supposed to do. Stop playing around. I offer long-term coaching and I also sell runes. I'm actually making some runes right now. Isn't this really cool? Did you guys know that the medical symbol that we use here in America is actually the symbol of thieves? That this is the real medical symbol? So I'm making some, these are my personal runes. I'm making some new runes. But if you're interested in a personalized rune set, I'm actually making some this week. So go ahead and jump on that. But anyways, most people take advantage of the phone sessions, the YouTube readings, and the pre-recorded videos that I make. So if you're interested in working with me, my website has all my information. thefierygrace.com is my website. My email is thefierygrace@gmail.com. If you send an email to this email address, you will receive an auto reply back that will walk you through the steps for booking. So if you're interested in working with me, but you're not sure how it works and you're a little bit shy, just send an email there. It can even be completely blank. You'll get the auto reply anyways. I accept payments through PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. I've been operating this business for over a year now. So if you've never gotten a reading before and you're kind of skeptical or scared or worried or shy, don't worry. Just do it. Okay. I used to say last year, you know, if you don't get a reading from me, get a reading from someone, but I've decided that I don't know what those people are telling you and I know what I'm telling you. So if you vibe with me and you're looking for someone who's going to be real with you, but also encourage you, I've been a life coach for a decade. I have 3 degrees on a 5D level and a 3D level. I can definitely support you. So I hope that if you are interested, that being shy or anything doesn't stop you from ordering, okay? Don't feel that you can't just because I was a little spicy today. There's all kinds of different stuff you can order. Most people like the love letters and the soul purpose and light worker sessions. They really, really enjoy those. But otherwise, like, you can also just order a divine masculine reading where you can get some insights this way. You can order a personal. There's all kinds of different stuff I have available. Just take some time on my website. If you're pretty savvy with the internet, you can do control find or find in page, and you can just like look for certain keywords to see if my website has it. That way you're not having to kind of scroll too much. But that's everything I'm going to give you guys today. I need to go and clear this out. So I love you. 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 If nobody's told you that today, you are loved. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You excite me with all the ideas that you have bubbling up inside of you. I cannot wait for this next decade to unfurl and unfold so that we can all watch each other and learn from each other and inspire each other and challenge each other. I cannot wait to see what you create. I cannot wait. So go out and get it. I love you. Peace.